All right, so if you are following along, we are going to go over some marketing materials and things in myKW and Command today. So we're going to start out in myKW. I'm going to show you guys some campaigns that you can set up, as well as some email pieces that we can send out through eEdge. So right now I'm on the home page of mykw.kw.com. And to access our marketing materials within eEdge, we're going to go over to our eEdge control panel and click on the plus sign next to My Marketing. And we're going to select this first option, which is Create Marketing Materials. Alright, so this is the Marketing Center. From here we can access everything from our campaigns to email and video marketing to print marketing. We're going to start out today by creating a campaign. We're going to go over just a couple things in here. But we can go over to the design library on the left, and I'm going to choose this first option, which is campaign templates. Alright, so if you are an agent with Keller Williams, you have 65 different campaigns that are available to you. We have a few different types. We have, first, I'll go ahead and show you guys our 33 touch. This is what most agents will be setting up. This is the campaign that they actually recommend that you set up first. This is great for your sphere of influence, so family, friends, coworkers, people like that. The 33 touch emails or campaigns go out twice a month for the whole year. And usually these are a mix of a newsletter, a This Month in Real Estate newsletter, and then some sort of fun or informative piece. And we'll come back and actually set up a 33 touch. I'm just going to scroll through. We also have some 12 direct campaigns. These go out once a month for the whole year. Lots and lots of 12 directs. You can see there's a few different kinds. So for example, this one, where is it? 12 direct, did you know? There are actually a few different types of this same campaign. So this one would be just emails. We also have the same campaign, which would be multi-channel, email and postcards. Same campaign, just postcards. Same campaign for team, email, team multi-channel, and team print. So you can see it gives you the same campaign in a lot of different formats. So when you're setting these up, please make sure that you're choosing the right one. Those are some of our 12 directs. You can see there's quite a few of those, and you can go through and see which one works best for you. There's also different 33 touches down here. And then lastly, I want to show you guys the 8x8 campaigns. These are for buyers or for sellers. These go out once a week for 8 weeks, so they're more aggressive. You don't want to just set up your family and friends and just anybody on these. These are really tailored to people who are looking to buy or sell in the near future. So you can go through and check out these 8x8 campaigns. There's also some extra ones down here at the very bottom. If we keep scrolling, it's just going to load more of our campaigns. Lots and lots of 8x8s, but there's a couple bonus ones. Alright, so there's a birthday greetings campaign. If you have people's birthdays in eEdge, you can actually set them up to receive a nice little happy birthday message from you every year. There's also some FSBO campaigns. Mobile app, this one's great. It's encouraging people to download your mobile app. I think it's, 5 email steps. And if we're on this campaign, we want to see more about it, we can click this button that says Show Campaign Step Details. And you can actually see what the steps will look like. So these email steps for the mobile app, you can see it's just encouraging them to download your app. And then there's a purchase anniversary campaign. So similar to the birthdays, if you have past clients and you have their purchase anniversary dates entered into eEdge, you can set them up on this campaign and they'll get a nice little happy anniversary message from you every year. But I'm going to go all the way back up to the top and go back up to this 33 touch by your side. So like I said, if you open this up and click Show Campaign Step Details, it'll show you what these steps actually look like. So the 33 touches are twice a month. One of the pieces will be something like this. 5 tips for choosing a new neighborhood. Kind of cutesy, informative. Of course, your information will be at the bottom. And then the other part of the month, they'll get a This Month in Real Estate newsletter. So let's say we like this campaign, we want to get this set up, we want to set up our SOI on here, our sphere of influence. Once we know which campaign we like, we can go over and click the blue button for Choose This Template. Alright, so this always brings you into step 2, review and configure steps. I'm just going to go ahead and minimize that really quick. The first step in here is changing the name of the campaign, which you don't have to do, but if you have multiple campaigns running and it's going to help you keep track of your campaigns, the different ones, you can change out this name. So we could say 33 touch by your side and then make a note that this is for our SOI. I can go ahead and click Save and Continue. Now step 2 is where we can review and configure the steps. This is where we can actually make changes to those campaign pieces. So it looks like our step 1 is an email piece. You can see the schedule here. You can actually change the date by clicking on this calendar. You can change the email subject here. And then if you wanted to personalize this, maybe you took a look at this preview and there's just some things you'd like to update or change, you can click the Personalize button. And this will actually bring you in and allow you to make changes. So here's our piece. So you can basically customize this in whatever way you want. So it is HTML optimized. This is a little bit different than the print pieces that are available in eEdge. In the print pieces, it's really easy to just click on something and move it around. In the HTML ones, the email pieces, you are kind of confined to the template that they have set up. So just keep that in mind, but there still are changes you can make. You can change out the text. You can change the font. So this is very similar to like a word processor. Change the font, style, color, what have you. You can change out these images here. Say you don't like this little image, you can upload your own. You can go through the stock photos that they have in here. I usually go in here and pick something really silly. Ooh, pizza. I'm hungry. Alright, so you can mess around with this, add in your own photos, use their stock photos. I can center this. So you can basically play around in here. Say you wanted to add an intro video to your email campaign, you can do that. Maybe I want to add a video after this paragraph. I'm just going to hit enter and put my cursor down one line below. And then to go up and to add a video, we can go up to our toolbar. If we wanted to add an additional image, we can click the Insert Image button. But we want to add a video, we can add Insert Video, click on that. And basically what this does is it allows us to add any videos that are hosted online. So any videos that you may have on your YouTube or Vimeo page, you can add into this email piece. You can't upload directly from your phone or from your computer, so make sure that you have this on YouTube or Vimeo first. So I'm just going to go over to our YouTube page. And basically what you do is you can insert any video on these channels. What you do is you would go to the video you'd actually like to use. So I'll just click on this one. And you go look at it as if you are viewing the video. You're just going to watch it. All you have to do is copy the URL in the address bar when you're watching the video. And then when we go back over to our campaign piece, we can paste that URL and hit submit. And you can see it plugged in our video. So I'm going to drag this, make it a little bigger, hit the text alignment button and center it. Whoop, and I made it go away. Did not mean to do that. I added an extra line. So let's see. Oopsie. Alright, so that's how we can add a video. Super simple. And then of course down at the bottom you can see our information has been plugged in. All of this information you would go to edit in the My Account section of eEdge. So you want to make sure that all of your information is up to date before you create these campaigns. This is good to go. I'm going to click the Save button. You can change this if you'd like. I'm just going to leave that alone. And there we go. I can now hit Exit. And this thumbnail here has actually been updated so we can see what the piece will actually look like when it goes out. This is a ridiculous email with that pizza on the top. So yeah, you can go through and edit all of these pieces if you'd like. You can see here the next email step is, right here, the next email step would be that newsletter. This is going out for May. It's going out on May 14th. You can see the personalized button is grayed out. You can't click on this. You can't make changes to these newsletter pieces until about 10 days before they're going to go out. That's because they're still generating the information for that month. So you can see on the 5th, our step 2 of this campaign is a task, and this is basically a reminder for you saying that this email newsletter is available for editing and you can come in and make changes to it now. So you can go through, make whatever changes you see fit, but the awesome thing about these campaigns is they say set it and forget it. So you don't actually have to make any changes at all. They will plug in your personal information, your contact info, and then once you have this set up, they will just continue to send on these selected dates. So that's pretty cool. And then you'll see, so this campaign, like I said, these run all year long, but they run, let's see when this is finishing up. June. So it looks like this is finishing up in June. So they ran June to June last year, because you can see there's only 5 email steps left. So even though this is a full year campaign, we're coming to the end of this one. So there's only 5 more email steps if we were to set this up now. This is a date campaign. So if you were to set anyone up on this campaign, they wouldn't go back to the beginning and receive those emails that maybe other people received earlier on in the year. They're just going to jump in line with where this campaign is at now. So just keep that in mind. They usually release new campaigns right around the time that these are finishing up, so then you can go back through and set up a new one for that year. So I'm going to hit save and continue. All my steps are good to go. Step 3, we can add or remove contacts. It'll show your groups here. The cool thing about adding groups is if I were to add this vendor's group to this campaign, anybody that I add to this group in the future will automatically be put on the campaign with everyone else. So that's really nice. They basically just took out a step for us. I'm going to remove that. You can also add individual contacts by clicking on the Contacts tab. And you can hit these add buttons and it'll move them over from the left to the right, and these contacts will be put on the campaign. Going to hit save. We have 3 contacts on here. You can of course always come back in and add more people. Our last step is to review and activate. I always get this alert saying that I've made edits that have not been saved, but you guys saw I saved the whole way. So I'm just going to hit continue because I don't think that is correct. So this first question, it says, once a contact completes this campaign, automatically add them to, and then you can choose. So this is really good for, really only good for the shorter campaigns. So for example, if you were to put someone on like a mobile app campaign or an 8x8 campaign, you can set them up on that, and then if you come here, you can choose to put them on, say, your monthly newsletter. So then once that short campaign has completed, they will be on another like longer year-round campaign. I'm just going to choose none. We do need to check some boxes here. This one is saying that you've reviewed the campaign, it's good to go, everyone has opted in and we're not spamming anybody. And then if you wanted to include showcase properties, these are basically like featured listings on the bottom of those email pieces. You can select that box. And then once this is good to go, we can hit activate campaign, and that will start sending out starting at the next piece. So perfect, now we're on My Campaigns. It's showing all of our campaigns that we currently have available. Our active campaigns will be toward the top. This monthly newsletter always shows as active, but if you don't have anybody in the contacts column or under groups, fear not, it's not actually sending. So on this page you can see your campaigns. I can pause this by clicking on the green on button, basically flip the switch. You can edit the contacts on these campaigns by clicking the groups button, and it'll basically bring you back in and let you add or remove people. You can see that this campaign has 5 steps, 5 email steps, 0 mailer steps, and then 4 tasks. You can change the next campaign. This is basically what we were just doing. If you wanted to actually set these people up on a campaign after this finishes, you could do that. And then you can actually check out the performance on these, which is pretty cool. You can see how many people clicked, unsubscribed, stuff like that, and then you can duplicate this. So we're not going to go too much more into these campaigns right now. But if you guys have further questions, let us know. We also have just individual videos on setting up email campaigns, so you can find that on our YouTube page. But we're going to keep moving along. I'm going to go back up to the marketing button at the top and click on that. And we're going to go to Manage Designs. Alright, so this brings us into our design library. Over here on the left, the search options box is going to be your best friend in helping you find those marketing materials that you need. Right now we're looking at save designs, so any designs I've created in the past. I'm going to go actually to the design library. So the cool thing is we're just going to put together an email piece really quick. Any steps that are in the campaigns you can actually send out as a one-time email piece as well. So say you were looking at a campaign and you really liked step 3, you can actually come in here, search for that step, and then send it out to whomever you'd like. So right now we are looking at email and video pieces plus print pieces that are postcards. So I'm going to uncheck this. You can go through and see the different print or email pieces. There's different postcards, flyers, greeting cards, guides. This is where you would find those listing presentations. These are really cool. You can go through and customize these and then download a nice high quality PDF that you can print or email or put in a slideshow, what have you. And there's some business cards in here as well. I'm going to go back up to email and video and then uncheck print. So there's a ton of email pieces, 496. Like I said, you can use this keywords box on the left. Search buyer. We can break this down, search for whatever we're looking for. I typed in buyer just to see some buyer pieces. Let's go with this one. So I can go in, click on my piece. Same sort of thing as before. You can hit the personalize button, and this is going to allow you to go in and make changes. I'm not going to do that again because we just did that in the campaigns. It's the exact same. Like I said, the print pieces will be a little bit different. They're actually easier to edit and give you some more choices as far as fonts and things like that. So you can hit personalize. I'm just going to hit compose email. And then once this loads, whoop, there it is. You can see that it plugged in that email piece to the body of this email. It's all hazy because we can't make changes to it. It's basically saying like you can't click on this. But once this sends out, it'll be beautiful, full color, what have you. So you can go in, you can change the subject if you'd like. If you would like to add your contacts, you can click the To button. Super similar to the campaigns, you can add groups or individual contacts. hit Save Changes. The cool thing is they have recently updated this. You can actually save drafts now. So say you're working on this email and ahead of time you don't want it to go out until next week. We can't schedule it, these one-time emails, but you can actually save the draft now, and then you can go back into your drafts and send it out whenever you'd like. So that's pretty cool. So once you have this good to go, your piece is in here, you're happy with it, you've chosen your contacts, you can choose to attach a file if you need to, or include any showcase properties. It's just a little preview, but it'll plug some properties in for you, and then you can hit send. So that is a little bit, I know I went through that really quickly, but that's just a basic overview on some of the marketing materials that you guys have in eEdge. If you want more in depth for this, just the eEdge marketing, our older classes from like last year, Marketing with myKW, we have those all on YouTube and on our website. We just go over the eEdge marketing. So if you guys are interested in that, want to learn more, check that out, or get in touch with us and we can help find that video for you. But we're going to switch gears. We want to switch over to Command to show you guys some of the marketing options that are available in Command. So to get to Command, we go to agent.kw.com. And I will put that in. Oh no, I'm logged in. I wanted to show you guys the login page. Okay, I'm going to put this in the chat for you guys. Agent.kw.com. So this is KW Command. To get logged in, it is actually the same username and password as myKW. So you can type that in and hit sign in, and it's going to bring us into Command. Never. Okay. All right, so this is our Command dashboard. It's still pretty new. They are still, you can see this little message at the top, they're still working on adding things and completing things in Command. So not everything is available just yet. But in here we're going to go over things like Lead Accelerator and Sketchhouse and the campaigns that you can set up. But first, we want to make sure, similar to eEdge, we want to make sure that our contact information and everything is good to go. If we have done a setup for you recently, then this will already be done for you. But if we haven't, what you want to do is go up to the top right and click on your name. And I'm going to click Settings. Alright, this brings us into our command settings, and over on the left we're going to go to our marketing profile. Alright, so our marketing profile is basically where we want to update our information that's going to go on our marketing pieces and campaigns that we create within Command. So like I said, if we've done a setup for you, then this should be good to go, but you can add in things like your photo, your team logo, and if you scroll down you can add in your detail information, so first name, last name, any designations, you can add your bio here, phone numbers and different contact information, a DBA logo if you're using that, market center information, any footers that you would like in there, social media information, and then your KW branded link. I think this might plug in automatically, I'm not totally sure, but basically this page you want to go through and make sure that all of your information is up to date, because when we create those marketing materials, this is going to plug in for you from this page. All right, so that's good to go. Let's say we made some changes. I'm going to go ahead and click Save, and that will update right away. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back over to our dashboard. So one thing I do want to point out, so if you are going to be using the campaigns or any of these email pieces through command, you will need a MailChimp account. So when we do a setup for you, we actually create the MailChimp account. Basically, it's basically like an email management tool. You can have contacts in there, you can create emails, but basically command sends out their pieces through MailChimp. So if you need to create a MailChimp account, you would just go to mailchimp.com/signup and create a free account. Like I said, if you have done a setup with us, you filled out our questionnaire, you got that setup complete email back, that would mean that we have already created this MailChimp account for you. But if you don't have one, you can come here. You will need this to send out any campaigns through eEdge. All right, so I'm just going to go back. I already have an account. I'm going to go back to my dashboard, and we're going to jump in and go to our lead accelerator. So the lead accelerator, it says My Marketing Campaigns, but I want to point out that this is different than the campaigns in eEdge. So the campaigns in eEdge are free and they're already created for you. So this My Marketing Campaigns is where we can set up paid marketing. So this is where we can create ad campaigns through Facebook, Twitter, different channels like that. So you will, right now we're on the campaigns tab, you will need to have payment information added in here if you are going to create any of these sort of campaigns. You can add that in here on the payment profile information. Okay, I was like, I don't want this to show Scott's credit card number on the class, but you can add that here. You can go in and click Add New, and you can add in your credit card. So I'm going to go back over to campaigns. Looks like we have a couple test ones going here. But this is really easy to set up. All we're going to do is we're going to click Create New Campaign at the top right. And now we can go through and answer these questions to create the campaign. So you can add the marketing campaign name. I'm just going to do Test Campaign 425. You can select the ad channel, whether it's Facebook ads, Instagram ads, Twitter, Google AdWords, or Real Mailers. I'm just going to choose, let's do Instagram. All right, we can do the schedule, how many days we want this campaign to run. If we do 10 days, it would be April 26th to May 6th, but you can go through and select the dates here. So the budget, all right, so for Instagram, it looks like the minimum budget is $2.50 a day. So if you do 10 days, it would be $25. And then you can go here and it will ask you, what is your marketing campaign goal? Are you looking to attract listings, advertise a listing, attract talent, brand awareness, event awareness, or other? I'm going to choose advertise listing. And then this little support button's in the way, but we're going to click configure campaign. Perfect, so now we can go through and actually create the campaign that's going to go out. You can select a property by searching listings here. Maybe. Let's see if this loads. If it doesn't, we're just going to keep going. Oh, you know, it's only showing my listings, and I don't have any listings. So, oh no, let me exit. Okay. All listings. Okay, so you can go through, find the listing that you're looking to advertise. Oh, this is set to San Diego. Interesting. I'll just choose this one. You can go through, choose the ad type, select the page. Oh, these are all the ones that we have linked up. You can choose whether this is an Instagram ad or an Instagram story, what type of ad. You can add content, of course add in an image that you would like to display and a caption. You can choose your targeting here, location, radius, things like that, and it'll give you a little preview of what the ad will actually look like here. So you can save as a draft or save and activate, and that'll get going. Of course, you can set this up, same sort of thing, through Instagram or Facebook, those profiles themselves, but this is just a tool in here to help you do that. So I'm going to hit save and activate. Oh, no, I'm just going to hit save as draft. And there we go. So that's just a quick little overview of how you can create those ad campaigns. Like I said, these are paid campaigns, advertising campaigns through different social media outlets that you can set up. Also in Lead Accelerator, we have post scheduling. So I'm going to click on this up here at the top. So this would be very similar to Hootsuite. If you've ever used Hootsuite, it's a tool that allows you to schedule posts for your social media. You can actually create them ahead of time, basically set up a calendar, and they'll go out on those selected days and times. We can see our connected profiles, so we want to make sure actually in our settings up here you can connect your social media profiles, and that's where this is feeding from. We've connected, oh, looks like you can click connect more profiles and you can add that in here. You can schedule a post by clicking schedule a post at the top right. And here we go, it's saying what would you like to share. You can add in your caption here. Add in an image by clicking here. Choose something from your desktop, a KW video, or the content library. I think this would be things stored in command. So I'd probably want to browse my computer and add something in. I don't have anything right now. But basically you can attach an image. This is going to be a Twitter post. So it would be an image here and then my tweet. It's giving me my post preview down below. Not super pretty, but you get the idea. So you can go through, you can choose what day and time you want this to go out. Let's see what's happening. Okay, we can add post to queue. Oh, let's see. We can post immediately by hitting that, but I want to, I'm not sure how I choose a time. Maybe if I go add post to queue, this is supposed to go out tomorrow at 12. I don't know where it shows that date and time from, but you can click edit post and edit that. Sorry guys, so this is still definitely a learning curve. We're trying to figure this out as well. Okay, so there's my tweet, but I don't know why it put it there. Okay, so I apologize, but you can schedule these things in here. I just don't know why it's not allowing me. I'm really not sure why I can't click like where I don't know how to change the date and time on this. So that might be a glitch at the moment. It might be missing. Because I mean, if you guys see it, let me know. But I do not see it. No. Okay. Well, you get the idea. This is where you can schedule those posts. I don't see the option to choose, but it should. You'd think it would be right here on this calendar, but I'm just not seeing it. I'm clicking everything, so there you go. So I'm actually just going to go back to my posts and I want to trash this because I actually don't want this to go out. So you could edit this here. You can post it immediately. You can rearrange it. This is basically like your queue, your schedule of posts that are going to go out. I'm going to go ahead and delete this, archive that so it's gone. Perfect. So like I said, this is a tool very similar to Hootsuite. All right, so we're going to switch gears and go to our campaigns. Those would be right here. So on the left, these are all the same items that are on our dashboard. You can always access them from this little toolbar. Going to click the Email Campaigns button. All right, so this is pretty different from the campaigns in eEdge. So there aren't like campaigns that are already set up for you in Command. So you would basically have to create these from scratch. There aren't those templates like what we saw in eEdge. You would have to create them yourself in Command. So please note that these are pretty different. You do need to have MailChimp set up like I said before, and you need to have your lists, your contacts in MailChimp. So I'm going to go over to the top right and click on Create Campaign. I can show you guys a little bit of what this looks like. Put in the campaign name, say class campaign 425. So list, this is pulling my lists from MailChimp. I can choose my SLM tips group, and then we can choose a template. So I believe what we have to do is we first have to create the templates. I think this is supposed to pull templates from Sketchhouse. But you can go in here, select your templates. Mine's saying no options at the moment. And then you can click Schedule Delivery. So now you can go here, you can change what date you'd like this to go out. Email subject, this would be the subject line on the email. This is an email campaign. And hit Save Campaign. So that did not really work because it doesn't have anything that it's going to send out, but let's see what happens when I save this. I think before I think when this class was taught before, there were some templates saved in there. So how that should have worked was when I went to create the campaign and choose the template, it should have had some templates in there, but I thought I could choose from KW templates. But that does not seem to be the case at the moment. So please note that Command is still pretty new. They're still working on getting everything fully functioning. So if you are missing something or something's acting kind of funky, you can definitely let us know, but it may just be, the growing pains and working out the new features of Command. So this is taking forever. I'm just going to exit out of there and hope that let's just see. I want to make sure that Scott's list doesn't actually get a weird campaign that I've set up. Okay. Cool. So that is where we can see any campaigns that we currently have set up. I'm going to switch gears, and this might make a little bit more sense if we go to Sketchhouse. So in Sketchhouse, I'm going to click on this icon here. This is where we can create the templates for those campaigns. So like I said, very different from eEdge where they have the templates and the campaigns set up for you. Through Command, you have to create them yourself. But through Sketchhouse, this is where you can go to create different marketing materials. This is so weird. I'm thinking that this wasn't working because it looks like we do have templates in here. You can see there's a ton, but it wasn't allowing me to choose those for the campaign. So that may have just been a glitch, so I apologize for that. But we can see we have my sketches here. These would be pieces that we've created. They're saved to our account. KW also has a sketch library where you can see their templates available for you. Different open house pieces, just listed, coming soon. You can scroll through 33 different ones, event invitation, new lead, happy birthday, stuff like that. So you can create these. Let's just say we have an open house coming. So I'm going to choose this open house signature red piece. I can click on that. And now we can go through and create our open house piece. So we can search for the listing here by KWLS, ID, MLS ID, address, or listing agent. Oop, that's not it. Oh, Mayan Street is a street. My typo was working weird. Okay, so we can go through. I put in 123 Main Street. Let's just pick one that has some photos on it. This seems to have photos. So I'm going to select my listing. Actually, this one looks cooler. No, it doesn't. Cancel. Oh, that is weird. What just happened? I'm going to go back because I tried to cancel and it still created it. So I'm going to go back to my KW sketch library, choose my open house. Sorry, guys. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to find one that has like good photos. I don't like any of these. Okay, we'll just choose this. Perfect, it's a house. We can choose our listing and then choose the image that we would like to use. You can browse and select images from your own computer, but this is pulling the listings from MLS, so I can just choose one of those. Select my photo and hit the choose button. Now it's saying choose a landing page. You can select a landing page to associate with the email template if you'd like. Basically a link that you can send out about your open house piece. I'm just going to hit cancel. I don't want to create a landing page for this. There we go. Okay, so now we can go through and update this piece. You can see it put in my, Scott's image here. You can edit the text, edit your name. It has a spot for a website here. I'm going to go ahead and delete that. It says open house. You can enter the month, date, and time. And then it plugs in the property information. So anything with this little percentage sign, that means it's going to plug in the information from the MLS. So you don't have to enter that. Looks like you do have to enter the property description, so make sure you add that in. Whoa, 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 what happened? Oh my goodness. So I went to type in the property description. Okay, so make sure you fully highlight that because that kind of freaked out when I just started typing. Say this is the property description. You can add that in. Property details are down below. And then of course this is a button that they can click to actually view the link on MLS. It has download my app. This is going to direct them to your KW app, and then here's your social media information that you may have plugged in. Then of course, like I said, anything with this little percentage sign, that's going to be automatically added for you. So up here at the top, there's a couple different buttons. So right now we're seeing what this would look like on a tablet. You can also see what this would look like on a phone. You can expand this. Whoa, oh, that's not what I want to do. Okay, so this button, this basically takes out all like the coding information, all the guidelines. If you want to see what this will actually look like, you can do that. And then up here at the top, there's a couple different options. So you can actually import a template. So if you have maybe paid a designer or somebody to create a custom HTML piece for you, you can import the template here and then basically add that template into Command and then send it out that way. If you wanted to download the HTML for this and send it out through a different channel that you may have, you can do that here. And then you can send a test email. So the best way to get a preview of what this will actually look like would be to utilize this send test email button. That'll send a nice little preview to you, and then you can either choose to send it out fully or continue to edit it. So right here over in the layout column on the right, this is basically showing us like different layout options that are available. I'm not sure, let's see. For this, I'm not sure we can change it because this was like a KW template, but you can add additional content if you'd like. Oh, no, actually. So what you do for these, sorry, this is very similar to MailChimp actually. So if you wanted to change the layout on these, what you would do is you basically choose whatever you'd like from these sections and drag it over. So there we go. This added in a section on this piece that has two different parts that you can edit. Same thing with content. Maybe you wanted to add in a button. You can put in a button maybe right here in this section. You can add in images. So the button, you would add in the link. You can change the name, things like that. So you can play around with this more, get an idea. I definitely recommend hitting that send test email so you can see what this actually looks like. But basically, once this is good to go, you can hit copy to my sketches, and this is going to basically save it. And now when we go back to Sketchhouse, this, I believe this is the one we were working on. So you can go back in here and then you should now be able to add these into the email campaign. But like I said, this doesn't seem to be working because we do have templates in there and it's not saying we have any options. So I don't think that's working. I apologize. Hopefully that will start to work very soon. So also in Sketchhouse, you can create custom templates as well. You don't have to use this KW sketch library. You can create your own. Oops, let's see. All right, so if you wanted to create your own template, you could click Create Custom Template at the top, enter a name, select a type. We have a few different options here, whether this is a web template, a listing presentation, an email, market snap, marketing pieces, market neighborhood snapshot, print, yada, yada, yada. You can go through here and select these different templates. I'm going to do a neighborhood snapshot and create the sketch. So this is pretty cool. What you can do actually within your contacts information in Command, you can create these neighborhood snapshots for your contacts, and it's basically like a landing page that you can send out to people. They can view information about whatever specific neighborhood that they are interested in and that you add in for them. They can see active listings or active statistics, sold statistics, and then some active homes for sales as well as those recent sales. So basically this is just the template right now that we're looking at. And this is allowing us to edit that template. So you can go up here, you can change the color. Ooh, that's pretty. Yeah, so for this one, I think for this market snapshot, you're really just editing the color. But you can go through here, change it, make it look how you'd like. You can preview the landing page by clicking that button here, Preview LP. And basically this is what that landing page would look like when you send it to your clients. And you can do preview email. Ooh. So you can send this out, and this is what this would actually look like in an email. So for this specific one, I think you're only changing the color. But you can create those custom pieces in Sketchhouse by going here and clicking Create Custom Template. So like I said, definitely different from eEdge where you have to actually create this stuff on your own, but it is pretty customizable. You can go in here and add whatever content you'd like and then create those pieces to hopefully send out as an email campaign through this, but that does not appear to be working at the moment. So that is actually about it for today. I know we went over a ton and it is a little confusing because not everything is fully functioning at the moment. But if you guys, we do have classes, longer videos on these specific items. I know I kind of had to go through them pretty quickly, but I think we have our own just KW command classes on Sketchhouse and on Lead Accelerator. So if you want to check those out, those are on our website and on our YouTube page. You can check those out to get more detailed information. But thank you guys for sticking around for my class today. If you have further questions, I'm going to go ahead and just pull up our website so you guys can get in touch with us. Alright, so here's our contact information. We are available Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on phones and 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Eastern on emails. So if you need to get in touch with us, you have further questions, comments, concerns, anything like that, this is our contact information. So thank you guys again for watching our class, and let us know if you need anything. If not, have a great day.